from Detroit, Michigan, USA. In my house. In my house. In my house. Hosted by T. Carlita. In my house. Hosted by T. Carlita. Hosted by T. Carlita. Hosted by T. Carlita. Live from Detroit, Michigan, USA. Live. In my house. In my house. Hosted by T. Carlita. Where the true stories are told and great music is played.
Welcome to another episode of the In My House Techno Music Show. I am your host, T. Carlita, and this week we are going to rewind, remix, go back to the summer of 2015 when the In My House Techno Music Show went on the road and went out the country. Gonna show you some clips and interview highlights from our trip to Cologne. We were live from Cologne, Jamerson's Burgers, the greatest burgers that side of Germany. And big, huge, mad love and shout out to Klaus Bakor for making it happen. Much respect to Roland Casper, Andy Vaz, Stinkdorm, Pawaz, David Lagner, and all you guys over there who came out, supported, and we just turned the camera on and did it right into Zimmerman's basement. No fancy lighting. It was just raw, straight up as it was. Thanks again, 2015 Rewind, live from Cologne. Hopefully one day we'll get back to Cologne and do it again. For now, take a look at the show from 2015. This is T. Carlita for the In My House Techno Music Show, and the soundtrack that you're hearing underneath my voice is called Celebration by Pawaz, and he gave me this actual vinyl record when I was there. Much love. Thank you for watching. You are In My House, hosted by T. Carlita, where the true stories are told and great music is played.
Carlita, coming to you live and direct from somewhere in Cologne. Actually, we're coming from Zimmerman's Arts, Beats, and Burgers, where the art is good, the beats are banging, and the burgers are the best. Somewhere in Cologne. But where's he at? Where's my man? He'll tell you the address later. Anyway, this is T. Carlita from Detroit, in the house, Techno Music Show. I'm your host, I'm the producer, and guess what? We are way out the house. We are so far out the house that I actually had to take plane, train, automobile, horseback ride, bicycle cart. I even walked and rode a bike today. Hot damn. So anyway, without further ado, let me bring to you two of the legendary German men here. Woo-hoo. Sexy even too. All right, I gotta behave myself. I am out the house. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna start from left to right, right to left, and whoever wants to talk first. My man right here, tell everybody who you are.
I'm Andy Vaz, Your Records.
Yes, that's Andy Vaz, aka Vaz Up. And right here?
I'm Stinkdorm from Sarkisville and Contrary Records.
Nice. All right, Andy. So let's go to Andy for a moment. You and I met about a year ago on Facebook before the show even was really a show, right?
I thought it was a show.
He was actually on the show via Skype. So now look, I get to touch his face and not through a computer screen. So what's up? What's been happening with you, Boz, man?
No much. You know, I was not in Detroit. I was not there for the festival. Wish I would have been there. I mean, all these other guys are gonna talk. They were there.
Right.
I can envy them. I heard you guys had a good time.
We really did. And you know, I wore this Detroit Techno Elements today just for the show because, you know, Detroit Techno, the Elements is why we're sitting here today, right? So Stigno, let's talk about you. What's going on with you?
Not much at the moment. I'm playing quite a lot, and then my first record is out, so I'm pretty happy about it.
Nice. Okay. Klaus, can we get the volume down just a tiny bit? Just a little bit.
Turn it down.
Turn it down a little bit. I want to make sure that the world hears these guys.
Yeah, okay.
So Vaza, let's talk about your label, your records, your style.
Yeah.
So where do you get your style from?
Well, I mean, that involves with time. You know,
Okay.
I got into the music when I was 15. You know, I used to go out, listen to Jeff Mills talking
Right.
about Detroit. I was young, I was hyper,
Right.
energy.
Right.
So the music could not be hard enough.
Okay.
Like now, I'm close to 40. I shifted all towards house, and the whole involvement, like from Detroit to Chicago house, from there to disco, and all the in-between styles. But yeah, it's really been like a journey.
Nice.
Like now, hard techno is not for me anymore. I love it. I have the records, I have the collection, but my new label and all my own music is all house.
All house.
Proper classic house with the saxophones and the vocalists, and, the pianos and all that.
Right. So I got a chance to see your Detroit land over there. That was awesome at the studio, and
Yeah.
it was a beautiful thing to see. And I walk in the door, and the first thing I see Theo Parrish, who represents Detroit Hard.
Yeah.
Moody Man on the door.
On the door,
I
right
felt
there.
right at home. I said, damn, he hooked me up. He
Yeah.
welcomed me in. But he says, no, it's always like that.
Yeah, it's always like that.
So tell me about your Detroit influence. What is it about Detroit? And I know you've been to Detroit,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
what is it about Detroit that really, where does it come from?
Back then, it was the combination of the rawness and the energy. At that time there was a lot of fast German trancey music coming out, but that wasn't for me. Detroit had this, this Jeff Mills element. He was fast, he was hard, but at the same time, even though in an abstract way, it had soul. And I really connected to that. And the second phase was the minimalism. When Robert Hood stuff came out, like Minimal Nation, oh my God, that changed everything for me.
Okay.
And that was a big influence for my first label, Background Records. Because there was this genre afterwards called minimal. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about minimal techno, like called, Dan Bell, Robert Hood kind of sound. Terrence Dixon, my man,
Right,
sure,
right.
like repetitive, dark, raw, stripped to the bone. And man, that was big. So that made me start my label. And I came to Detroit through Terrence, who did the first record for me. I flew him over here a couple times for his first European shows. And he invited me to Detroit, and he introduced me to like Ectomorph and Top Signs and all these guys who were in the first release that I put out.
Okay.
And yeah, so the first phase was all like minimal Detroit, like stripped to the bone kind of stuff.
Okay, cool. So Stigno, let's talk to you. Have you been to Detroit?
Not yet, maybe
Not
next
yet?
year. So,
Okay.
I was playing for this year, but my health wasn't that good. So
Okay.
next year, hopefully.
All right. So my question is, I'm from Detroit, and I know there's a lot of talk about Detroit, Berlin, Detroit, Germany, Detroit, Cologne, the Detroit and the European connection with this music. So for someone who has not been to Detroit, how has Detroit that you have not seen influenced you so?
Yeah, quite a lot, really, honestly. I've been DJing since I was 13, so I was completely hooked with Detroit techno. So I started with Jeff Mills, same as you. So
Yes.
Okay.
And like you said, the minimalism of the festival which was very commercial or something. The pureness that hooked me completely, honestly. And then all the Motown stuff, the soul music was really inspiring me for making music and playing this kind of stuff.
Wow. See, I had to come to Cologne because, he couldn't do his interview proper on the Skype with the cigarette. Where's your beer? Where's your beer? Where's your beer?
Right here.
Do it right, do it right.
Okay.
This is the internet. He needs a beer over
Yeah,
here.
Me too.
That's why we're at Arts, Beats, and Burgers, Zimmerman's. Yes, thank you so much for Zimmerman's for allowing me to utilize your space. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the welcome that you guys have given to me. And I'm so excited I get to go to the bunker tonight. Woo, I'm going to have a psycho thrill for sure. See, my natural hair is going to be really natural before the night's over. So, Stigno, tell me about your musical style. I asked the DJs at home and the producers at home, like, what's in the mind of a DJ, or what's in the mind of you as the producer? Like when you're preparing for your gig, how do you prepare your case?
It depends. There's two different sides. When I'm producing, then it's completely different than I'm playing. So I played in hardcore and punk bands first of all, and then it's a huge influence on my style. You know, you have to play very fast and be very patient on the crowd. So when I sort out my records for the gigs, then I make it really. I take a lot of time for myself. So I make from really hard stuff to very soft stuff. So I can slightly change the style in between, so
nice.
I'm really focused on the crowd.
Okay, so would you classify, I mean, everybody likes to put genres, classifications, labels. If you just had to put a classification or label on your style, what label would you give yourself before someone else gives it to you?
That's hard.
Well, I want you to get a chance to give yourself the label because somebody, once you come to America, you're gonna get a label. So let's tell them what the fuck you want to be called. I did that for you, Andy.
I really like the classical. M-Plant is one of my favorites, and of course Access or the classical ones.
All right.
That's I'm really hooked in it.
Good. Nice. So do you have a website? Do you have an email? Do you have a Facebook? How can people find you?
Yeah, I'm not that into online stuff.
Okay. Okay.
To be honest,
right.
I'm on Facebook and some various emails you can find me.
Spell your name so they can find you.
Stikdorn.
Okay. Stick Dorn.
By the way, that's my surname. So.
Stick Dorn.
Yes.
I can't even say it.
Nice. I had to go real slow though, Vaz. Come on, help me out.
Yeah, well, I don't.
So Vaz, how can they find you?
AndyVaz.tv or your-records.com.
Okay. Let's talk about record labels too.
Yeah.
I know now it's funny. I have a show, so like I get tons of music. So how do you sift through the tons of music?
I actually don't because see, in the internet times that we're living in right now, I mean, people send you demos just via email. Every day you get like 30 demos and they're all crap. They have no connection to the music, the style you're putting out. And that's really bad because those 1% of people that have something good will not be listened to because there's no way to listen to all this crap. And I really wish people would stop like violating and sending like stupid bullshit. I mean, people just search the internet and send one demo out to 1,000 haters. It has no connection.
They haven't even
what
done
I do.
research,
Yeah,
studied, or
and that means that 1% they're not going to get through because I can't listen to 30 demos that are all crap every day. That means unless I meet somebody or somebody knows somebody that knows me or vice versa, you're not going to get signed. And I really think it's a good topic to talk about because I think that's where the whole thing goes wrong. Because a lot of people think, oh, you know, the labels are arrogant, they don't respond, they don't listen to labels. But they don't see the fact that idiots, seriously, are like, it's like a spam. You know, like Viagra, like penis enlargement. Oh, here's my demo. That's fucked up. It shouldn't be like that because that 1% that deserve a chance, they have it going, they don't get through. Because people just think it's a spam machine. You can just send stuff out to whoever you find online, and it's damn wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's well, okay. Y'all heard it here.
Yes.
Research the label first. Check a few things out, and then send the appropriate resume for the right job.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you want to send me like some deep house, it's not a problem if it's not there yet, but there's potential for you to get there. But if you do trance or whatever, I even get rock or punk there. It is
You're
so
not even
wrong.
you don't look like a rock band.
No, exactly. I don't. But people see.
You need more hair on top of it.
People that send you these demos, they don't know how you look like or what you do. That's exactly the problem. And I really wish people would stop doing that spamming. And those who are working on something, get in touch. Even if you're not there yet, you know, we can go into a relationship and then say, look, if you work a little bit, you know, we can give tips and advices to. You're gonna be there where you want to be. But now I can't listen to it. It's impossible.
See? Welcome to Germany, the proper way to do things around here. Cheers. There it is. All right, so we're gonna take a pause. And then we're gonna talk to a couple more people.
In my house.
For
Hosted by
now, we're gonna
where the true stories are
Klaus,
told
you in the
and
house?
great music is
Klaus in the house. Klaus is gonna crank it up a little bit. We're gonna.
We are a part of a public-private partnership to place more than 40 kiosks throughout Wayne County to allow you to pay your essential bills and delinquent taxes in one safe, convenient location.
DTE Energy introduced this kiosk program to allow Metro Detroiters greater freedom to pay your energy and other bills when and how you desire by cash, personal check, or credit card.
At the Detroit Water Department, we are pleased to join our friends so you can now pay your water bill on the DivDat kiosk network.
The kiosks are located in our respective downtown offices as well as Rite Aid stores and community centers across the county.
As the president of the DivDat kiosk network, our mission is to stamp out convenience fees and help you.
Make sure to take advantage of the no-fee kiosks to stay current on your tax, energy, and water bills. Stop by today to learn more about how to enter into a payment plan in the newly extended interest rate reduction program.
Please visit us at DTE Energy,
The Wayne County Treasurer's Office,
Or DWSD. We're here to help.
Here we go. This is Altstadt Echo from Detroit.
Thank you. Introduce the song.
The typical German name, but that guy, he is from Detroit. And he got remixed by Terrence Dixon and Kiro on this brand new release, which is brought back home from the D right straight into Cologne.
Hey,
Here we go here.
what's up with them What Up Though shirts?
The first guy who
me
came
that
to Cologne to tell us what up
Give me that
though
light.
was Mr. Basgari from Underground Resistance. But as we heard now, it must be an ongoing story just around the KDJ or Sound Signature Bandcamp. We don't know the details, but we saw that at the Detroit Tiger store. We loved it. So that was the reason why we just bought finally, or basically the t-shirt.
Did y'all plan to wear that shirt today because I was here? Yeah.
So a dude would be in the soul but it's okay. Let us
right.
be two fools to win them alone. And,
There you go.
It's okay.
All right, let's get on the table here. David Lagner's up next.
Yeah.
How are you? What up, though? Yeah. Back from Detroit. You got a chance to see a lot of people, a lot of music. So how was Detroit for you?
Detroit was a great honor for me to be there, and it was my second time.
Good.
And it was 2 weeks full of meetings, music, and full of people with
Lots of records.
lots of records. Direct from Archer.
Yeah, Archer Rock. Yes. And
Andy
Garcia, Cryovac, Dosey. Okay.
And all the facts on Techno.
Yeah.
Barbecues and Techno.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And the new triple pack from Techno are very awesome.
Nice. You like it?
Yeah, I like it.
You've listened to it already.
And I played some of the first records in Detroit. We are the first guys that the first copies direct from
Okay. Nice. Wow. Very nice. So let's talk about music. Now, what is your kind of style of music DJ?
My style is mix in between, or I come from Berlin, and I start my DJing around Berlin, and after the Berlin, which was in the middle of the 90s. And my style is a mix in between this Berlin style, some Detroit friends and Chicago friends, all and some years here in Cologne. It's special for this Cologne style as well. Stuff that we play in Psychophone with this special more Detroit stuff. This Chicago stuff, Techno, real Techno, new wave.
And how long have you been DJing?
Since 1994.
94. Okay. And you produce music too, correct? You make your own music.
I have my own label started in 2013.
What's the name of it?
The DLA.
Okay, nice. Oh yeah, I got the CD. I'm gonna listen to it. Sure. Yes, I will definitely listen to it. So yeah, go ahead.
And I hope that in this year comes the second one.
Okay, good.
You know something about it, some vocals also, but it's more like technical electro, some voice and such slowly sound. So it's not real technical, not real house, it's between this.
Okay, all right. So is the Zimmerman's guy over there? We're going to talk to him next so he can talk about things that goes on in Zimmerman's Arts, Beats, and Burgers, and he can tell us more about the Arts, Beats, and Burgers and what goes on in this beautiful space. and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna hang out at the bunker in a little while, and I'll get to see you spin. Actually, you and Klaus did it back to back at my party. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Oh, yes, Alexander. Big shout out to Alexander Robotnik for coming through and giving us a wonderful live show. That was a lot of fun. He took a lot of pictures that day. He took lots of pictures. So we're gonna take a moment here, take a pause, take a little break. Klaus, ready for some more music, man?
Some more music.
Little more music, man.
Yeah.
See, this is what you call in the house. We are chilling out the house for real. But if you ever came to my house, this is how it would be. We would just be kicking it live. You don't know who's gonna show up, and we're gonna enjoy each other while we're here. So guess what? We're gonna listen to a little bit more of what Klaus has to offer. I'm gonna spin the camera around in his face. I think he likes that. I don't think Klaus is camera shy. You think he's camera shy? He loves the camera. He loves the camera. All right, so let me go over here, grab the camera, swing it around. You ready, Klaus? You ready for your close-up? All right. Let me give him his close-up.
You know, not live and direct, but straight just from a brand new promo vinyl. Mr. Scott Grooves as the part manager. This is the B1 track from a brand new promo copy he gave to me at Detroit Shreds, and I think it's a very good EP, now available, I think, internationally over different web platforms, and we love to play this tonight at the Cologne Bunker.
Yeah, let's check that out. Woo! Scott Grooves, Detroit's finest in Cologne. Via Klaus Bachor. See, I'm saying your name better these days.
Sorry?
I'm saying your name better now.
Really?
Yeah. Klaus gonna dance too. Woo, go ahead, give me some knobs, baby. Fade me out.
Yeah. Scott Grooves, the part manager.
Yeah.
Translator. So Marco,
Please, I know you.
Marco is running this club since 3 years, and he is offering this concept of music, club music, bar music. They have the burger shop just upstairs, and doing some, how you say, some cultural things like reading books, just in the audience, and they have a lot of interesting things to offer which do not belong only to the club life.
Okay.
It's more just like entertainment too, and they have the best burgers in town.
There you go. All right.
Zimmerman's Burgers and Beats, or Beats and Burgers,
All right,
whatever you like.
burgers. Well, thank you very much. I just wanted to let people see you. You know, I know you're down here working. You work in the bars. Do you work the burgers? Do you make burgers too?
Yes, sometimes.
Make sure my camera's still on. You two talk to each other. Two Germans speak German.
This is crazy. maybe Roman should come to us.
You guys look good on camera, actually. All right, rolling. Let's see, Roland Kasper. Da-da-da! Roland Kasper. Woo!
No, it's empty. I never leave those.
That's a cigarette holder now.
Yeah.
Okay, you just.
Yeah.
You can stay.
I go.
You can go.
I go.
You can go now. You sure you want to?
No. No,
What's that?
I
All right, go.
I
All
go.
right. What's up, Klaus? You looking like you need to do something.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Just only for a second. Maybe you're gonna go with Roland.
Yeah. Let's go with Roland. Come on, Roland. Sit next to me. See, this is what you call live TV. Kind of crazy, isn't it? So, Roland, let's talk about you. You have a very long, rich history with this music. So were you always into techno when you first started? Was it always techno? Which I don't know the story, but I kind of know, but I like to hear it from the source.
No, I started at the end of 70s with disco, funk, disco, pop music. So that's good music.
Okay, all right. And you say good music, so what happened to the music?
No, it was good music for this time.
Yes, exactly.
And after this,
and there were some tracks going into house music. You can see it now if you listen to that. And then, yeah, that came house music. The first tracks that I bought were underground and tracks records. And I liked it very well, so I decided to play only house.
Okay, so
with more techno than house.
So I asked DJs and producers back at home, and I'll ask you the same, and I just asked Stickdorn the same.
Stickdorn is okay.
Thank you. I asked the same question to everyone. What is in the mind of a DJ who produces? Because you produce music, that's a whole different mind. But then when you DJ, is it two separate minds, so to speak?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I started as a DJ and became a producer later, 5 or 6 years later. It's different, but when I produce, when I DJ, it's different. It's a different job, and when I play, I always forget to play my own records, for example.
Okay. Wow. Because you're always focusing on other people's stuff while you're playing, right? They just turn the lights off. Okay, that's fine. Still see each other. All right. So now, why is it that you don't think to play your own music?
I simply forget them, and there are a lot of other good records I have to play.
True.
And one thing is maybe you produce them, heard them several 100 or 1,000 times before, and I want to play some records in the club I never heard before, or maybe just several times. And I heard my records too much, maybe.
Okay. So tonight you're going to play the bunker. What kind of vibe are you going to be in when the crowd hears you tonight? That was a good question. Awesome. That was a good question.
Awesome.
What was it? What's the vibe for tonight?
Well, I don't know exactly what it means.
Mood. What mood?
Yeah.
Temperature. Mood. What's the mood tonight?
I start with some records and I think how people react, and then I go on. I always look at the dance floor and see what's happening, and then I go on and I will see. I never know record before what I play after.
Okay.
So I always decide just 2 minutes before, maybe 2 records before. When people go with the record I play this time, so I know what they want, and I go on. Maybe it's like the record they don't know. I try to make an experience. If it happens a lot.
Okay. So you've always been the vinyl DJ, correct? Vinyl?
Yeah.
Okay. So in America, there's always a confrontational debate about vinyl versus MP3 versus CD DJs. Now they have iPad, they have iPad DJs. So they have all these different formats of DJs. Do you have any weigh in or any opinions about that? I'd like to hear it from an international person if possible.
I still like to play with vinyl, but I'm not against new things. So maybe I will go on and play with CD players. I like to touch something. I don't like to sing classic.
Okay.
So I want to do something. I want to sing and I can let myself. I like DJs when you hear they do something, and I don't like DJs. They just put the crossfader from one to the other side,
Right.
and then turn off, go to the backstage and come back maybe 3-5 minutes later and sing again.
Right.
So this is what I saw a lot of times, and sometimes I saw DJs which played vinyl before and played them perfect and very good, and afterwards they changed to digital medium. They behavior and they turn their mixing completely. So if you change to CD or change to whatever, one thing I would like to do is do the same I do with vinyl. You have more possibilities to use them. Not just play after track after track.
So let's talk about your connection to Detroit. You know, be it physically. Now you have been to Detroit before, so there's a physical connection, and there's also a music connection. So how did you find yourself connected to Detroit? Like, what was that moment when you said, "Oh yeah, Detroit, that's it"?
Not exactly, that's it.
Okay. Well, that was my question. You answer how you need to answer.
Because there are a lot of cities in the world which are famous for good music. You know, there's Cologne too, there's Chicago, there's New York, there's London, and several other cities. So I don't want to, I don't know the words in English now.
Say it in German. They'll know what it means. I won't, but that's okay. Klaus will tell me what it means later.
Maybe you can translate. Bitte? So, I mean, Roland just do not want to release focus just on
Okay, all right, okay.
On the period or style of music.
Okay.
That's
So
probably okay.
the first records I bought, which sounds like techno or house music, came from Chicago. Later it was a compilation I bought. It was the Sound of Detroit.
Okay.
So it was the first connection for me that they make music. The same kind of music I heard before from Chicago and Detroit too.
Okay.
After this, everything spread all over the world. So I don't care where the music is from. It could be from Russia, France, Germany, whatever. If the sound is good.
Okay. All right. You just like good music wherever you come to.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So what are some of the things that you're producing or working on? Are you what are you producing now? What are you working on now?
Using not a lot for years now.
Okay. Is there a reason for that?
Time.
Okay, all right, okay. You mean time as you don't have a lot of time to do it?
And the second thing is changing the whole thing with the computer.
Okay.
It was easier for me to work with the old things and I change it. And it was a good decision.
There you go. Okay. All right. So how can somebody reach you if they want to reach you? Do you DJ other places or are you a resident anywhere, Peter? Where people can come see you all the time?
At Klaus Party.
At Klaus Party in Cyclesville, okay. Anyway, that's it?
I think it's just an ongoing thing, and you cannot divide one part from the other for such a subject. I think. How long is it going on now? It's just 24th year, you know. So
yeah, so you've been there the whole 24 years? Wow, that's beautiful. That is awesome.
25 years will be very, very soon, and November 2016. Yeah.
Amazing. Wow, Klaus is in the house. Roland, Casper, I have heard your name several times, and it's truly an honor to meet you. I am grateful, and thank you so much for allowing me to interview you today. And I cannot wait to hear what you're going to do tonight. All right? Thank you. All right, Mr. Casper. Thank you. I'm going to talk to Klaus here. If you want to move over, you can. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. Klaus in the house. Yes, it's still on. So do me a favor. Give commercials. Don't just talk a little bit until I get this back on.
Still on the jet lag, you know, it's very, very hard for me. So, okay.
Klaus, out of words, I don't believe.
I'll be back very, very soon to support me. Yeah, wunderbar. That means wonderful. Maybe that was just some kind of gimmick or...
It's a real word. It's a real word. It's a real word. It's a real word. Let me try to lighten the room up a little bit. Go ahead, Klaus. Keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, that looks perfect. Okay.
Lighten this up just a little bit. All right. See, we're somewhere in Cologne, which is Zimmerman's, but it's a legal place. But you know, we look like we're in the bunker, don't we? That's pretty cool, dark.
Yeah,
you
so
like that element, don't you?
This is maybe a reason because I love this.
This is your scene.
Very much easier. It has a typical atmosphere we just prefer for our music, for love business. And I was talking with Marco about doing some house things in the second half of the year. You know, Saxon just had a side down just in the past called Sex, Love, and Emotion. Slam.
Oh, Slam.
And so we want to go forward, or we're going to move forward again with Slam in the second half of the year, maybe at this spot.
Nice,
and,
okay.
We have several options, also with DJs from Detroit.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to name them all, but there are a few very important, probably have to come to Cologne too.
Okay.
And to fill again that Sex, Love, and Emotion thing.
Okay.
And we just go on just with the bunker. We're going to do the more darker, more hypnotic, very, very techno-y thing, what we do since 1991.
This is setting the mood for that perfect occasion.
Definitely.
You feel right at home right now. That's cool.
I can't say that. No?
There you go. There you go. So let's talk about you coming to Detroit. You've been coming to Detroit for quite a while now.
Since 1997, where I used to play the Motor Lounge.
Wow, with Steve.
I did it with Derek Thompson, and as I remember with Scott Grooves, and there were two other guys. After the Motor, we just went to a warehouse party somewhere downtown where we used to play with DJ Bone.
Yay, DJ Bone!
That went on till 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. That was a very, very strange place, but the party was massive.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, since that time I'm coming every year, sometimes 2 times.
Okay.
So after the league, for me it's some kind of home.
There you go. Now you got a couple of other buddies down here that we haven't talked to yet. That guy over there with the House Gallery shirt. What's his name?
This is
the guy with the House Gallery shirt.
This is Rennie. Rennie is the guy just from our band camp. Big supporter.
Introduce him and have him come over here.
Hey, come over. Sit down here.
Let's shift over. I got a seat. Come on, you could have brought it with you.
We are a part of a public-private partnership to place more than 40 kiosks throughout Wayne County to allow you to pay your essential bills and delinquent taxes in one safe, convenient location.
DTE Energy introduced this kiosk program to allow Metro Detroiters greater freedom to pay your energy and other bills when and how you desire by cash, personal check, or credit card.
At the Detroit Water Department, we are pleased to join our friends so you can now pay your water bill on the DivDat kiosk network.
The kiosks are located in our respective downtown offices as well as Rite Aid stores and community centers across the county.
As the president of the DivDat kiosk network, our mission is to stamp out convenience fees and help you.
Make sure to take advantage of the no-fee kiosks to stay current on your tax, energy, and water bills. Stop by today to learn more about how to enter into a payment plan in the newly extended interest rate reduction program.
Please visit us at DTE Energy,
the Wayne County Treasurer's Office,
or DWSD. We're here to help.
Yeah, you could have brought it with you? All right, Rennie. Rennie? Rennie. Hi, Rennie. How are you? I love your House Gallery t-shirt. And the House Gallery guys are going to love the fact that you got on House Gallery from Detroit. That's what's up. So how long you been knowing Klaus?
When I was 14 years old, 22 years back.
Whoa.
In my life, I first seen Klaus back in
It was at the 42 EP right in Cologne. I just remember that, yeah. So he came as a very, very, very young guy, and I do not exactly know what he did to pass along just our dog keepers, but finally he made it. And he was dancing, just dancing in front of us, you know. So that was really crazy. That young dude, he made it.
Sweet. So you DJ?
A little bit.
You a little bit. So you hanging around till you figure out how to do it and get it in?
I just collect some music and that's.
He's just very shy with that, you know, because he made some awesome track work, and as I remember, Derek Thompson from Soiree, he gave me props for the share. So maybe there will be something on vinyl this year from this guy, you know?
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to meet you. Thank you for stepping in here. Have to show off the House Gallery shirt for sure.
Here we go. House
Gallery. House Gallery is in the house.
Madam, you see this? Yeah.
Sweet. Who else is over there? Let's see some few people over there. Who's that? Yeah, come over here. This is really organic. Bring the beer. That's what's up. He's got beer.
Yeah, some beer.
Yes, and he's got ears. Awesome. Well, you won't see that in the dark. But Klaus, introduce us.
Yes, Miron is just one of the young lads of Circus Hall Recordings in Cologne. I hope we get one of his real good tracks soon on the Circus Hall vinyl. He's also a resident there, playing mostly dark hypnotic.
Fancy stuff.
No, trancey, but it's just hypnotic.
Okay.
It's not trancey, but he's just the right guy to do the warm-ups, but he can also play the prime time. So
okay, cool.
He knows how to do it.
Nice. All right.
Not sick.
So let's talk now. Do you have any ideas or connections as it regards to Detroit yourself?
When you think about it, it's really hard for me because my music history comes more from some kind of like post-punk industry in the end, and it's more like this Dutch influence and some kind of Great Britain, I would say, from America. And maybe Skinny Puppy is this kind of industrial rock stuff, because I really like this alien experimental stuff more than try to translate it in more danceable music content.
Okay, I see. All right. So we gotta get up to Detroit so we can feel.
That's what we
feel the train tracks and feel Southwest and feel Detroit threads. Oh.
I know that guy has probably a better feeling for Detroit music, as he probably sings for itself, because a lot of Detroit artists also just started from the new wave and the dark industrial ground, like Derek Thompson. So he had this Passion of War project in the late 90s, late 80s, something like that. And Hero is doing industrial stuff, and so there are many people who have been more into industrial new wave Kraftwerk interests and all as we probably sing here about.
Right. So what got you interested in even doing music this way? Now, do you DJ it only, or do you produce it too? You just start, okay.
I started DJing first because I would like to tell a story with DJ set. It's more about story stuff, kind of like soft nothing and all this, and not like this photos of your song. And after a while I started producing because I would like to get a better flow. Because I think if you just play records, it's determined. You can't do anything special with it, or something that you feel right now, because you translate into music. You always have to look, okay, which line or which playing my face right now in this whole context.
Okay, I understand. So when you are producing or when you're preparing your DJ set, What goes in your mind as a DJ? What do you think?
It's more, probably, it always starts with 1 or 2 tracks, which I find it's a really great tracks. I want to try them in a club context. Then I build a whole context about these 2 tracks where I can drop them as a final big form. So it's it just goes through my record collection. Okay, this could fit, this could fit. Get them all together, go to a club, start there, look what it's happening.
And just go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're gonna be hitting the cycle thrill tonight?
Yeah, for sure. We'll play the warm up from 11:30 or something.
Oh yeah. Now wait a minute. The party is very late. You got an ID to stay up that late?
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
I'm old enough.
Well, the facial hair is not good enough for me, sir. Just kidding. And you're drinking beer, so you must be okay. That's the proper. So you're teaching it proper, Klaus.
I hope so.
Teaching it proper. Well, thank you. Now pronounce your name for me.
Myron.
Myron. Okay.
R-I-N. Like
Okay.
Iron with an M.
Okay. And how are you on any social media? Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, SoundCloud, and all this stuff.
Okay.
Tumblr for sure.
Tumblr. That's a new one.
Yeah. Tumblr is like this. Who's Tumblr?
Yeah, Tumblr is something
new
new. It's
social
a newer
media.
social. Yeah, it is definitely so. Well, thank you very much, Myron. I appreciate you coming in, and you didn't even know you were coming on. But you know what? That's what the house is all about.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. So we're going to take a break for a moment, Klaus. Going to play a little bit of music because we really were supposed to go for 2 hours, but I think I'm going to cut it short to 1 hour.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, and then I'll play some music. But let's take a quick break here for a moment so I can reset some lighting and see can we get a little better lighting. And once we do that, me and you are going to go deep, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's hold back for a second.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, let me work on some lights. Can you play some music though while we do this? Because I can always segue out. I really need to brighten it. Yeah, we can play some music now. I'm still recording, but I want the music on. All right, Klaus. Come on, Klaus. We're just going to do 1 hour. We'll be done in 15 minutes. We're going to do 1 hour, okay? We're going to do a 1 hour show, not 2 hours. All right. All right. So we're back with Klaus, and I'm actually in his house. Woo-hoo! It ain't my house, it's in Klaus's house. All right. Let's turn the volume down, David, because me and Klaus are about to go deep a little bit. All right. All right. Right. Stand by. Woo! They learn from each other. All right. Down. Let's go deep. So let's talk about, Detroit, Germany, Detroit, your connection with Detroit. And you've been coming back and forth to Detroit for quite a while. But let's talk more into, the logic of why those two cities, two cities, why are they so together? You're a journalist, so you've studied and researched these things extensively.
This is not so easy to express. Maybe at first it was the Motown thing, and especially Norman Whitfield that led me into the deep sound of Detroit, just as a young school guy, and maybe a few years later when I started to DJ, I was playing a lot of music just coming from Detroit, just during the soul, funk, and disco era. One time they came before that piece with his album, maybe 1981. Yeah, it must have been 1981. Techno City and stuff like this. And I was into that.
Okay.
There was maybe it was not so special. The industrial character of Cologne that maybe some people should talk about if they would try to spin a relation between those cities. It was definitely more that more to Detroit thing, and especially from 86 on when more stuff came up. And it was available just in a very good import record store. I went more and more into this, especially at that time when Roland and me started our Techno house and this thing, the rave club in Cologne. I think that was the most important period for me, for Roland also, but maybe a little bit more for me because I was the one more to concentrate on the Detroit thing, where Roland went more into the Chicago stuff. But we both together playing the whole night, going together, other new European techno stuff, and that finally, a little later, philosophy of Cologne to bring in the best underground stuff wherever it comes from. Detroit, Chicago, London, we can call it upfront techno, we can call it acid, we can call it Chicago, we can call it finally dubstep. Something we also play dubstep today, but it all comes together. And, yes, as a journalist, I was more also into the Detroit scene because there was a big techno book in the early 90s where I was to write Detroit and possibility to talk guys and to feel or to learn to feel a little bit more. The atmosphere and the mood of the city.
Okay, I got you. So when you were writing, you know, I'm a journalist too, and I think my journalistic style was more, I don't know, I like to just kind of get in the moment. And, you know, when you write and you write so much over and over and over and over again, what do you look for to make the next interesting story not sound like the last one? And this is a tip for a journalist coming up, because that's the one thing, you know, we got to teach the generations to come the proper way, or else they're not going to tell it right.
To tell the truth, it's very intensive into music journalism, especially in the time of the magazine, 2000 magazine, from 1996 to 2003. But after that, we stopped more and more to write about it. Because I feel today, writing and singing too much about music destroys your feel about music by your spit or by your dance to the music.
Right.
So today, I don't need any music magazine.
Oh, wow, okay.
I'm checking out records in a record store or just online platforms, but I do not read reviews about records. I have my own taste. That's enough. Maybe I'll look for a roller display if he has interesting records just on the turntables, or other guys I just respect. Then, okay, I make a short note and I buy them.
Right.
That's enough.
Right.
I want to feel music, I don't want to sing too much.
There you go.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's the best for me.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So you were in Detroit what, a week ago?
2 weeks.
2 weeks now? Has it been 2 weeks? Okay.
I was came in the 60s in the TV launch.
Yes.
And then six weeks I think before that, I came then to go directly to Leipzig in Eastern Germany and play the next game. So that was crazy.
Yeah, that was. Whew, still jet lagged, I'm sure. So let's talk about, you came, I know you do a lot with underground resistance, and you have a nice passion. You're passionate about underground resistance, and why is that?
Maybe they made at the initial time in the early 90s and the best kind of underground music. The same like Jamerson.
Yes.
You know, he just came from the underground resistance. can. And I never lost my respect and my interest into their music, even if they went different musical ways just in the following years. But from my field, they do underground techno and house music very best also today. For example, just take the Cologne release or the brand new one, which is coming up very soon, UR88, Mark Floyd Chaos.
Yes.
He has made a brilliant track which needs to be on the steel very soon.
I agree.
And we have the URD3 for 20 years or so, so it's a ground shotgun. That was a perfect mode or perfect situation in the history of songs of Cologne. I can't say more.
Right.
It's just also a feeling.
Yeah, that's very true. Now you deal with a lot of producers, DJs, here in Cologne and pretty much in a lot of different places. But I always wondered, I asked Stickdorn, you've never been to Detroit, but you have that feel and that vibe. Can you kind of like speak to what it is about Detroit for the people that that live here? Why do you think that they gravitate to Detroit so much and what they do, or why they're so influenced by it?
I think initially it has to be said that there was a Detroit techno movement in the late 80s. It was some kind of groundbreaking for the whole techno world of Europe. And I think everyone was living in big cities like Cologne, Düsseldorf, Hamburg, Berlin. They were all considering what Detroit techno especially did for the whole techno environment. It was dark, I would say way moody, melancholic, and it has the right combination, some kind of drama, feeling expression about things going bad, but turning it into a good mood due to the kind of music they did in Detroit, and this special kind of combination, I think, something which no one in Europe could reach on the same level.
Okay.
The Detroiters, to say the truth, they do it better. They do it in their own way, and no one can reach the level. This is an ongoing thing that it's so interesting for us right in Europe.
Right. Okay.
Even if they do house or techno, or they do electro or techno bass, it's just the D. And if you walk out of the planet, you can feel it. You can smell that kind of music. If you go to Detroit,
that's it. That's it. Well, I really appreciate you, allowing me and finding a location that's so similar to what I'm probably going to experience later on tonight. I'm super excited. I'm ready for the Psycho Thrill to go down, and I'm even more excited to hear you play the records that you brought down. And you got them all here. And your suitcase was very heavy when you got them. But that is awesome.
Those old plastic cover boxes?
Yes.
I think I just brought a full box, a full cover box of new Detroit vinyl back now. So all the Andy Garcias and Michael's Loft.
Yeah.
So,
they gave me records the first moment we walked in the door.
Fresh out of the press.
Fresh off the press. That's awesome.
That was some kind of great. It was a massive vinyl overload this year. This is good because it tells you vinyl
is definitely still alive. I hate when they say vinyl's back. Like, where the hell did it ever go?
No, vinyl never
left. Exactly.
Never left, Right. So, and mostly we do it with vinyl. This is our ground philosophy. And, you were asking Lauren about that. I disagree completely with them, but I can't stay behind the decks without playing the vinyl. Maybe I'm gonna test a little bit, just from mistake, just on a CDJ player, but
you gotta feel that.
Main focus, our main goal is just to play techno from vinyl inside.
There you go. Well, all right, this is T. Carlita, this is Class 4, Cologne, Germany. T. Carlita in my house Techno music show all the way from Detroit, Michigan, representing the Detroit Techno Elements tonight. And guess what? I am so thrilled and so excited. I know we said this was going to be a 2-hour broadcast, but you know what? This guy is really busy, and he pulled a few people here, more than a few people, and we wanted to just give you a taste of what it's like and what it feels like and how much respect this city of Cologne, Germany has for back at home in Detroit. You all know Klaus, but I needed you to get to know and get to see, or at least introduce you to a few other people who appreciate the music, that appreciates the art. That's why we're doing it here now. Arts, beats, and burger. You gotta have art, you gotta have the beat, and guess what? Besides Andy Vaz's beer and cigarettes, you need a burger every once in a while. So guess what? I'm gonna get out the way because what's most important is what is gonna go down tonight, seriously somewhere in Cologne, and it is so somewhere that you only need to know about it to be about it, and if you don't know, I can't tell you. And I know Klaus won't. So guess what? This is T. Carlita. I'm wrapping it up, winding it down. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Woo. Thank you, Klaus.
Goodbye.
Thank you, David. And everyone else, guess what? This is T. Carlita in my house, outhouse. Come on over here, guys. Come on over here, guys. Woo! Now this is what's happening in Cologne, all right?
We love you.
Yeah, I see. I'm surrounded by brothers. All right, this is T. Carlita. Guess what? Next week, the show will actually be in another country. You know what I'm gonna be next week?
France?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Bordeaux.
Sacre bleu.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with the Dave G and Out at 13. I'm gonna hang out with Deformer. Ooh, Laurent. G Score.
Bicycle.
And oh yeah, that's right. The first thing I gotta do is get a bicycle because this one had me on the bike today. Oh my God, I thought my legs were gonna die when I went up that little tiny short hill, but at least it was worth it. I saw lambs, I saw elder people, I saw cows. I even got to record the Autobahn, the real Autobahn. I got a chance to see. Hey, I got to ride on it too, and he did 200 kilometers, 200 for real. His car can go 200. Yeah, only in the night. All right, you guys, this is T. Carlita. Peace, love. See you next week from France. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.